two, one. We are live here at Thanksgiving Point where we're going to tour the dinosaurs and hear some really cool history. So let's go into it. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know where you're from and if you've been here in the comments. That helps. This is my first time doing this, and I've been coming to Utah for 7 years, and I've always wanted to. So, interesting history. I stayed up the street the first time I was here, and it was 7 years ago in June, and it was where I stole our first Book of Mormon, not realizing we give them away for free. And I've been repenting ever since. And this has always been on my list to do, but every time I come here, it's like I'm go, go, go. So now we're gonna slow, 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 and we're gonna enjoy the dinosaur exhibit. So come with us. So this is the first section that they take you into, where you get to see how they're doing the cleaning of the first dinosaurs. Her hair color is so cool. I don't know, can they hear you? Or is that what you're talking to this thing for? Is this what you're talking to? Oh, hi. I love your hair color. Oh. Oh, she's like, I don't know. I just was like, I was going, I love your hair color. I don't know if she can hear me. But yeah, so I was talking to that microphone. She's got awesome hair color.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. This is kind of a new setup here. Hopefully it's going to work all right.
Believe me, I get setup issues and challenges all the time.
Yeah, we've had it for a while and it's just been failing time after time.
I get it. So do we sit here and listen to something?
Well, I'm just going to answer your questions if you have questions.
Oh, that is cool.
How does that sound?
We love that.
Depending on how this works, you may have to be a little closer to the microphone to be able to hear you for me.
Okay, so you mean that microphone? Okay. So you guys get actual dinosaurs from, so these are the microphones I'm talking to? Okay.
I can hear you really well right here. You don't have to get right next to it.
I love it. Okay. I'm learning.
Let's see how that goes.
Okay. So, what questions do you have for the dinosaur people? So these are actual fossils and dinosaurs, and we got our friend who has really cool hair coloring. And these come in from like vernal, I understand, and
No. So everything that you see here in the room are all parts of one dinosaur.
okay.
It's called Barosaurus, and it's a long neck from the late Jurassic like this.
Okay.
That's a bone diagram up there to give you an idea what the skeleton looks like. And this particular one was discovered in Wyoming.
Oh, Wyoming.
Yeah,
Excellent.
we have a quarry out there that's called Bone Cabin Quarry. It's kind of a historic site, and that's where this guy came from.
Oh, that is so cool. So he got shipped down from Wyoming. He's down here visiting. Now he's a grass-eating one, right?
Yes. Well, no. Let me rephrase that for you. There was no grass in the Jurassic.
Okay.
Surprise! Everybody's like they think there was grass in
Yep.
the Jurassic. It had not evolved yet until later in the Cretaceous.
That is
So he was a herbivore.
okay.
And he was eating things like cycads and ferns, soft plants that
Okay.
grow close to the ground.
So I just came back from doing a helicopter tour in Hawaii in October, and we got to go over where they filmed the waterfall and stuff for Jurassic Park. Yeah,
Cool.
that was really cool. Well, is there anything that you think is cool that people need to know?
Yeah, a lot of things. So this has been a really exciting project. When it was discovered very close to the surface.
Yep.
And so Mother Nature's been really hard on it. So erosion's really hit it hard. What we're doing is taking the things out of the field jackets and cleaning the sandstone rock off. And what happens when we do that is the bones fall apart.
Okay.
So they have so many fractures and breaks that they're always falling apart. We have to reassemble them and then do the final cleaning. And that's what April's doing here, is cleaning off that last layer of sandstone.
Well, thank you, April, for your service.
I don't think she can hear you, but I'll tell her you said thank you for her service.
Thank you.
So to
Awesome.
give you an idea of the size of this is a big dinosaur. I'm estimating about 80 feet long. So this series of vertebrae you see on the table over here, that's about 25% of its tail.
And they're all tagged, so you have them.
Yeah, that's the way that we do a temporary documentation of what each individual bone is, where it came from. in the field jackets and those sorts of things.
Thank you so much for this.
You bet.
This is
our,
cool.
our largest bone, it's a little hard to see, it's back in the corner, and that's the pelvis.
Oh, the pelvis. I can see it, yeah.
The thing is huge.
Right
when we
about
first brought it in, it weighed about 7,000 pounds.
7,000
And
pounds.
I've taken probably 4,000 pounds of rock off it to get it exposed.
That's great. So do you work at the museum full time, or you, yeah?
I do.
Do you ever
I
go?
usually do my field work in the fall, September and October.
Okay.
The rest of the time right there.
Well, again, thank you for your service.
You're very welcome.
Have a great day.
Thanks for visiting.
Always.
Take care.
How cool is this? So I'm going to be a little silent, and I'm going to read your comments as we go into this. Karen says, we've been there. Great place. Sandy says, that looks fun. Whoops, I got to go into the stars. Don't know if you can see. Ooh, it's awfully. Ooh, am I going to fall over? Look at how cool is that. This is like space. Let's see if they have something to say. Bear with me, it's my first time being here. That looks fun. I was there years ago. Enjoy. Karen says, you'll have to come to see the Dinosaur Museum in St. George. I did not know. Alex, did you know there was a Dinosaur Museum in St. George?
I did not.
We have a dinosaur expert connoisseur back here, and he did not know there was a dinosaur museum in St. George.
Oh,
So
no.
we may have to, oh no.
I might need to rectify that.
We may need to take a road trip. Well, it's only 4.5 hours south. We can do it in one day and come back. So what's special about the Dinosaur Museum to you, if you feel like sharing?
For me, it's you have a lot of the things you can see, but unlike other ones, there are exhibits that you can touch and feel, and you can bring your hand to and kind of get the idea. Ripple marks from kind of the sand from underneath the water and everything when the earth was flooded for a long time. This is what the sand looked like and everything. This is fossilized.
Wow. And they actually let you to touch it here. That is cool. Okay, so they give all the examples here of what they are.
They also have, with the numbers here and everything, they will be able to point out exactly if you can make the connection here of some of the fossils with the numbers on here when you see them here, and then you can look at the artwork up here too.
Wow.
And everything, and kind of see what it looked like as it was living.
Now, this is in Utah, but this looks like it's the ocean. So is this the Salt Lake?
So yeah, this is when all of Utah was covered with water. And
Oh,
everything.
okay. Oh, okay. Duh. See, I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree. Oh, it probably explains that here. So all of Utah was covered in water.
And each of the periods of which pretty much this museum is really good about going about following the periods going from earlier on, kind of going up through kind of evolution really of how the earth kind of works and how Utah was covered right here too, and each of the layers of the sand too.
How
The earth.
neat is that? So you're experiencing this for the first time. This is 540 million years ago. So you're experiencing this through my eyes, where Alex is a regular here. I could imagine this all being Utah all being underwater 500 million years ago. Look at the sea creatures.
This is like another one you can kind of touch and feel a little bit and kind of
He won't bite, will he?
you lean a little bit in.
Yeah. I may end up falling in. Who knows? It's happened before. Oh, and the one thing I love about this live is I'll have this forever. It's like my diary. I can watch it over and over again. The age of fishes. Of fish.
So yeah, it'll show you the period of when these fish were, about the time these fish were alive and everything there, and kind of showing you how they
Swimming where we're now walking.
And then you got the little guy in the corner here if you want a little extra preview there.
Oh, that's a big shark, a Jurassic shark. I think that their names begin with an M. Was it manga something?
I can't remember the name. I'm horrible with names. You think I can remember prehistoric ones?
Well, you remember mine. Who is he? No. How neat is this? And later we're going to be doing the Tulip Festival. And you can touch the... So neat.
So this is talking about fossil fuels and everything in the era, like when the bones come in and everything and how they're converted.
How cool is that? So this is what they see right now.
Okay.
And so Sandy bought me a super thanks for $1.99. Thank you, Sandy. Oil and natural gas.
Coal right here.
All the fossil.
So these are actual, yeah.
So Karen goes, yes, you can do it in one day. Let us know when you want to see it. We'll give you a tour. You'd even have been time for some other things. Temple, Jacob, and Brigham Young House, and the Irontown ruins. There's a lot to do. See, my friend Karen in Cedar City says there's also ruins to go to. I've been to the Brigham Young House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
My director here.
And then here's kind of a snapshot of kind of the plant growth and everything. There's snakes. They have
Oh, I don't like snakes. We're not going to see real ones here, are we?
maybe.
No, maybe. No. You want to see me? You want to see me hover?
We can go to the aquarium if you want to see snakes.
No, no. I would love the aquarium, but I don't want to see snakes. Anyone else afraid of snakes? No. And you can touch all this stuff. This is from, doesn't say what year.
It doesn't say the era for that one.
Oop. Flying
Sea
dinosaurs.
dragons.
Oh, sea dragons. Huh. This is so cool. Who knew this was right here in Utah? And I like how they say, do not climb that green sign, because that would be me. I would drop something in there and I'd be climbing over it. Early mosaic marine fossils. And what do you love about this museum?
You talking to me about that?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is it helps me to connect to my father a little bit because he worked a lot here on the different fossils and bones and everything. And it's always cool to just see the works that he did and everything and how they organized this stuff.
Well, dinosaur emojis are your favorite.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Mississippian. I love our friends in Mississippi. And as we go further into the museum, so this wasn't too bad. It was $24 to get in. And they even have little caves you can crawl around in. That is so cool. And look at how high those ceilings are. Sandy says, thank you for entertaining me at the gym. Our friend Pam says, hello, how are you? Oh, cool. You guys are at the museum. Yes, Pam, we are. We're at the Dinosaur Museum before heading to the Tulip Festival.
Now the trick is you have to try to start pronouncing some of these names.
Oh,
it has the pronunciation right there.
I'm
for you.
dyslexic. This is going to be a nightmare.
Have some fun.
Dyslexic in doing. How would you say that?
Tanicolegrius.
Tana- Look at this. So this is like what they're going to do with the thing we just saw. They're going to make it into something like that. So that's not true. They did not eat plants just in...
No, yeah, it was a mixed diet. So
They could have done humans. This one is 150 million years ago. He looks familiar. Ooh, there's the flying ones. Those were my favorite.
yeah, I always look at those eyes though. They're so goofy to look at. Were these ones?
They are, but they're cute. Dinosaurs are cute.
They're cute, goofy.
Yeah. And so as we go further in, you see, this would be great to bring children to. Okay, so now this is when it falls over, so I'm not gonna step it completely down.
Okay.
Just gonna hold it there. So, what are we looking at here?
So Ceosaurus.
Ceosaurus.
Ceosaurus, sorry.
Ceot.
Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus. There we go. Takes me a moment.
Oh, this is from Colorado, where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Was first discovered in 1884.
At the Garden Park Quarry.
The Garden Park Quarry.
So there is a mix of actual bones and then plastered bones as well.
Okay.
Because of course, as the guy said earlier, Mother Nature wasn't as kind to a lot of the bones and everything there. And so it looks so pristine and everything, but that's not how the bones came out at all. And so they've had to doctor them up and everything so we can get a better visual, at least of the skeletal structure of these bones too.
So what did your father do here?
So he not only, he did a lot of the work, the guy that we talked to earlier, so he would discover the fossils and everything there, he would find them, dig them up and everything there, carry them here, and then work on the reconstruction and then putting them together like jigsaw puzzles.
How cool is that? So
And
we
then
have 8 people on. If we could get 8 likes, because we only have 1 like, that would be great. But my friend Karen is reminding me of her sister had a pet python, and I just am so scared. I can't. Until the mouse, yeah. Oh, Karen, you had to. You had to give me willies. If you guys have questions, we can find out the answers. I may not necessarily be the brightest bulb on the tree to answer them, but I do know where to find them. Look at how huge that is. He's huge. Definitely come and visit the Dinosaur Museum at Thanksgiving Point. It's well worth it.
Allosaurus.
Allosaurus. He's a tiny one. He's a pet one.
Huh? Made it easier for them to navigate on the ground and easier to catch prey.
Yep. Here's more full-figured. The verbiage and vocabulary that comes out of Dennis's mouth. One never knows. Oh, wow. 1988.
So it was my father, his friend, and a couple other people they worked at BYU Earth Science there.
Yeah.
And so they dug up this bone and everything, and it's a pelvis and everything. The largest bone complex ever discovered. It's on display for the very first time. So they haven't taken this down for a long time.
Wow.
So my father was the one who dug this up at the BYU exhibit.
That is so cool. So, do they partner with all the universities in Utah?
Oh yeah, where scholarships can be found, I believe.
Okay, yeah. No, we won't hold you to it. Don't worry about it. There's somebody having a good time right over there on our phone.
You want to see a large vertebrae though?
A large what?
This is a spine.
Oh,
right here.
a large vertebrae, a spine.
This guy right here to kind of show you this large structure.
He's huge. Oh, and we're under his back end. I don't
That's
like
just
that.
one of the bones from the entire
Wow.
spine. Made up of just tons of that. You have smaller versions of it in your own back. So
I know. I've seen the X-ray. Wow.
this is a forever X-ray.
Yeah, a forever X-ray.
We can probably go back around and then
Yeah,
we
they
can
go
take
up.
the upper one. So
Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's go on the upper balcony. So we're heading to the upper balcony. Where we can get a more, I don't know, elevated view. Elevated.
There's exhibits up there too.
Yeah. Now, do they have like season passes you can buy for this place?
Yes. Oh yes.
Yes. How come you're not a season passer?
I don't come down enough. I wish
You
I
know-
did.
Oh. So last time I saw my friend Alex, we went to Park City and we went riding in the summer down, what are those things called? Toboggans?
Oh. Alpine slopes.
Alpine stuff, yeah.
Alpine slopes. I can't remember the thing.
That was a lot of fun, but I got burnt. Here's the scenic view, looking down. My friend Karen says, sorry, Dennis, it still gives me chills after many years. Oh, it's all good, Karen. I need, look at his tail, and it's moving.
He's looking over the home that a lot of the paleontologists, like, they work out of these kind of places too.
How cool is that? Home sweet home. So here you can dust off pans and see how they, when it smells just like the forest, like the wood freshly cut. That is so tiny, that little wood burning stove. Look at my cool sneakers. Aren't those cool? Just got them. They're brand new. Okay. I love this elevated view. Oh, we haven't been in there yet. That's the water. That's
we'll
where we
walk by
get dirty.
that. We'll walk by that here soon. It's
Kids
really
must
cool.
love that.
Oh, what's really cool about it is when they designed it, they did the little crawl through space for little kids
Yeah.
and everything there, so that the little kids don't have to fight the bigger kids
Yeah.
to play around on the sand and everything there. So the little kids get the center and everything, while the larger kids are able to play around. So nobody is outside
left
of that
out.
group. Yeah.
Even as an adult, I would be one that would crawl in that, but I would end up getting stuck.
Oh, trying to reach down, I'd hurt my back.
I know. Hello. How neat is this? See, this reminds me of when I used to build railroads, like in my basement. I used to do all this, like with the grass, and I don't know what it's called. It's still early. What am I? It's almost noon.
It's almost noon, so yeah, it is early.
You wouldn't know I've been up since 6. Oh, is that a cafe to get something to eat? No. Oh, but she answers questions. Let's go say hi.
That's one of the ways you know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Where's T here?
So this is where I may ask you to hold this. Oh, look, you can. These look like. That is super cool.
It's a field jacket.
How neat is that? So we're gonna ask her some questions. Hey, we're here promoting Utah tourism. So, what advice would you have for us?
Are you filming me?
If you're all right with that.
I'm not super comfortable.
Okay,
I'll
that's
give
fine.
you information, but I'm not super.
Okay,
So
so
what?
face it the other direction.
What kind of
So I have.
So what? I mean, when is it?
What year is?
So any of these specimens you can bring up. I also have all of these shells with petrified wood, insects, fossils, cats that I can pull out to just like
So
show anyone something that's like really specific to what they're interested in.
I'm just going to turn this around so it's facing me. So we're at the station. I was just talking to my friend here, and she was telling me that this is where we can come and find out truth versus fact versus fiction. A lot of people have incorrect information, like I did, about the dinosaurs that eat only grass. And I'm like, that's a friendly one. And he goes, not in Jurassic Park. He goes, but here is, they're so knowledgeable. And we didn't get her recording because my friend went over there with it. But she was talking about, this is where you can ask all the questions that you want, anything that's inaccurate. So what year, like these fossils that they're in amber,
So this is amber. We don't actually have any insects in amber. This is just the amber.
okay,
So this is formed from resin of trees. It takes between 2 and 10 million years usually for that to turn all the way into
2
amber.
to 10 million. That is amazing. And do you sell these in the gift shop?
We don't actually, but if there's something that if you are interested in, you can find relatively easily. Some of the most popular amber
Can I
is
see
Baltic
one of the big
amber from
ones?
about. Yeah, these are artificial amber.
Okay.
So this
I
is
like that she's being
plastic.
honest. That it is artificial, so
This
there's
is
not
plastic.
a real.
Yeah, scorpions are super popular in artificial amber, but they're fairly rare in actual amber.
That's good to know. I did not know
We
this.
also have this. This is called copal. This is not amber yet, but it was tree resin, and it's sort of on the way to becoming amber, but then it was stopped, so it's part way. What's cool about copal is you can actually rub it between your fingers and then smell your fingers.
Oh, I'm gonna do this right here.
So what actually stops it from fully becoming resin? Is
And you
it?
get, so it starts resin, and it takes a lot of heat and pressure for the chemical changes to turn from to turn all the way from resin to amber.
Okay.
Resin has lots of volatile chemicals, like you're smelling, and then those chemicals the chemical changes, it'll become a little bit more stable to become this mineraloid.
Wow.
And heat and pressure is needed to make that change, and so if it doesn't have that heat and pressure, it's not going to continue all the way.
That is so cool.
But yeah, you can still smell those volatile chemicals from when this.
Love it.
this was-
So, are there the number one misconceptions, the top 3 that you think people make? Like when I learned that those big animals.
I think a lot of times when people come, it's not necessarily that they have a misconception, but they just have a question.
Yeah.
There's something that they've always wondered about.
So I'm from Connecticut, and there is a dinosaur park in Rocky Hill, Connecticut, and I've been meaning to go live with them on Instagram, on YouTube, but I haven't. And it's my home state. I should, but I sent you videos, Alex, from there, the dinosaur park. It's a lot smaller than this. It's like the size of that room. It's really tiny, but it's cool. And that's so. If you are in Utah, come and support our friends at Thanksgiving Point at this museum, and it's worth every penny that you would pay to come in and meet with these expertise. Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry I put you on the spot earlier. I should have. I should know by now after doing this thousands of times.
No, I feel like I need to double check everything I said to make sure.
No, it's all good. We don't hold you accountable. I have what's called Dennisisms, so I say things sometimes that are like, because I'm dyslexic, but I'm dyslexic in doing, is what I say. So they know me. If things come out of my mouth that aren't they get it.
Sometimes I'll find one source and I'll be using that source, and then I'll find out that actually
Wasn't.
there's another source that's more recent that they've adjusted. They found more evidence and adjusted, and I've been giving out out-of-date information. So hopefully
We're all
I
so.
won't be online. giving
I
out-of-date
say we're all green, meaning we're all learning, and we're all learning, and this is what I love about being mortal on Earth, is that we get to learn and grow together. So,
But I actually went to school in Connecticut.
oh, you did? UConn? UConn. I love UConn. That's where I went. What year? Or you don't have to say on
I actually went to grad school there, and I graduated. This is not anonymous. This unanonymizes me, so hopefully
Yeah.
this wasn't it. But I graduated in 2014.
Okay. So you're younger than I am. So yeah. It's a lot younger, but that's okay. Here, I'll show you my driver's license so you can see how young I am.
At one point, I had a Connecticut driver's license.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. If I can find it, it's in here. Here it is. Oh yeah. I don't want everybody to see this, but that just gives you an idea. And I'm smiling in my picture.
I took terrible photos.
Yeah.
All my ID photos are like the worst pictures of me ever.
I love
People
it.
will look at it and be like,
I will show them though. See, I'm smiling in my driver's license photo. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, don't put that on. That unanonymizes me.
No,
Says
I get it.
Where I went to school and what year I graduated. But
I love it. I love it. So
But yeah, we have some like all these casts are full of all these doors are full of casts and also actual fossil specimens.
I love
Just
it.
like whip out if someone came up on it's like what's the smallest fossil you have? So I like brought out a fossil mosquito.
Well, let's show us. What's the smallest fossil you have? Oh, the mosquitoes. Okay. This is a great place. It's interactive. She'll answer questions.
Oh yeah.
So this trilobite, this has an exoskeleton. And if you like how cockroaches grow, is they'll start. So this one, I'm gonna put flat here. You can touch this, but let's keep it flat there. So the trilobites, like cockroaches, they'll grow when they get too big for their exoskeleton. They'll shed their exoskeleton, grow again, and they'll do that 6 or 8 times before they make their adult form. Trilobites too, as they grow, they would shed their exoskeleton. So a lot of trilobite fossils are not the dead animal, but they're shed exoskeleton. So we already have some pretty tiny parts of
Wow.
So cool.
a
That is so cool. Could you pick it up and put it in front so people can see it? Just hold it up. There you go. Perfect.
Is that in focus?
Yep, that's perfect.
You can see that tiny,
Thank you. That's it.
tiny animal.
Tiny animal. That's beautiful. That's precious. Well, thank you for working here. It's awesome. Have a great day. Alrighty, so I'm gonna turn this around so you're not looking at my funny face. And you can see what we're seeing. Thank you. Yeah. How neat is that? Oh, is that a scale?
Yeah, it's a scale, so it not only does it weigh you.
I don't
but
want it to weigh me.
It doesn't actually give you the measurement, but it takes you and sees how it compares you to other dinosaurs and how heavy they were and everything.
I'd do that. I'm feeling a little big this week. About 65 million years ago. I can't even fathom that number. Ooh, they need to dust their leaves. That's where I come in. I feel like up there dusting.
Come on, Swifter.
Ooh, that looks mean. So let me know if you've been here before. Jenny says, oh, how cool. Jenny, you're awesome. I love reading your comments. It's great when you get to know people by their comments and what they've asked on regular. Ooh, those are a lot bigger. See, look at my shoes compared to that. That is cool. I love these sneakers. They're super comfy. Oh, these are more baby ones. These are more my size. Ha! Oh, these are really baby ones. Where dinosaurs roamed the earth.
He's got his meal of the day.
Yep, he had his meal. Oh, he ate them. I would love to know which ones are the front, like dolphins. Dolphins you can play with, you can cuddle with. Which ones were the friendly dinosaurs?
I do not have an answer.
We should have asked our friend up there, but I forgot. This just keeps going on and on. Okay. I gotta sit on the dinosaur. Oh my gosh. I mean, you gotta enjoy life. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's when in Rome, right? Ride the dinosaurs. Let us know if you guys have questions. My friend Jenny says thank you, red heart. Yeah, there's my little friend that I wrote. See, he was probably like my dolphins. He was cuddly.
Hopefully his mother's not nearby.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. We can walk her again too when we finish this. Like we can.
We can take the backwards way.
Yeah, we can take the backwards way. Oh, we have a stamp.
There's still plenty more to look at too. So.
Oh yeah, this is like. So we've only been in here 38 minutes, and we are what 25% done? Would you say?
Oh, we're almost to the end of this one.
Oh, okay. So we are gonna, when we're done with this, we're gonna walk through it again, just so that we can enjoy it, so it doesn't have. Because I'm just looking at everything through. We have 8 people on. You guys are awesome. If you can give us a thumbs up, let us know where you're from and if you've ever been to this museum. Our friend Jenny says, if you're listening to the bird song, then they should like dinosaurs. It's awesome. Thank you, Jenny. Oh, is this the asteroid?
Yeah, that is the asteroid. So we're kind of coming to the end of the dinosaur periods right now. The Jurassic.
They have a human exhibit here too?
They do.
Oh, I had no idea.
Kind of.
Carson.
I bet you schools love coming to do field trips here. Oop. That looks like a lion or tiger. Oh yeah. So the elephant. Wow.
It's Megalodon.
Megalodon. I'm surprised you don't work here.
I would need an education.
You're good. I'm sure they train. That's the prehistoric beaver.
Skip. But I can see it next time.
Beavers. That is so neat. Look at the size of his mouth. Oh. If there are snakes, you have to warn me because I would.
There's no snakes.
Okay. Look at Jaws. That thing is huge. Too bad.
Megalodon.
Megalodon, that's it. The Megalodon. I wish they allowed us to stand in that mouth. But it says, please do not climb over exhibit. Oops.
It said nothing about going into the exhibit.
No, I know, but nothing about. Oh, here's people. Look at how cool this is. Oh, an actual hare. Dressed against the Imagine looking at your backyard and seeing one of those things roaming. That's my great 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 uncle. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. So this is only about 12,500 years ago. So we're getting more into human. This is after the extinction. This exhibit is so. Oh, this is the asteroid. When asteroid hits the Earth, a dense cloud formed. There's the climate. How can we help? You can help. Create a wildlife-friendly garden that provides, and it went away.
And this is just about the end of the exhibit, or it is the end.
Okay. So I'm gonna end this. Oh, no, this is the water part that we. Oh, we're not quite at the end, but we can walk backwards.
Right. Or we can go through again.
Look at how cool these are.
So these are little sand pits actually that they kind of dig up like little bones that are embedded in the bottom.
How cool is that? Oh, here's the handicap station. That's probably what I need right about now. Here. That is super cool. Well, oops, I turned. I want to thank you for joining me on this exploration, as it was new to me, as it may have been to you. I just want to encourage you, if you ever are in Lehi, Utah, come to this exhibit, experience what I did. It's much better in person than it is. Oh, coming soon. Of course, we missed the Jurassic jungle, which is coming soon. But I would highly encourage you to do this because it was a lot of fun. And I want to thank you for being a part of this with me. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. Karen says, if you listened, okay. Oh, slow down. They lived. I'm glad I didn't have to see unless it was a turtle. Thank you, everybody.